All right. I think, are we live? Are we live? Maybe. Maybe, yes. Yes. What's up, y'all? Hi. Super late. And I try not to be late. I try to be on time. But you see, look at Evie. Stop judging me. And I'm going to be doing a lot of looking up here and looking down here. We're going to talk about the setup. But what's cracking, y'all? Look at Evie's judging me. Let's enjoy the countdown music.
I don't
Hey.
judge in silence.
You don't.
I don't judge in silence. When I judge, I judge.
Oh. All right. So we're just going to switch scenes and we're just going to get it moving. What's cracking, y'all? What's poppin'? So I'm not home. Hi, everyone. And that was a little bit of the commotion. And so some of you guys may have seen the post that Carlos Gonzalez had posted about a traveling Nanak bag, a camera Pelican bag. And this is what happened tonight is exactly why I need one of those bags. So we'll talk about it. Evie, what's cracking, sis? How are you? What's up? Yes, I will elaborate on it. I will elaborate. Did I bring my water in here? I did. Let me reach over for my water.
At least it's in reach. But I am joining you with water.
Ooh,
tonight.
water.
I
All
am
right, yes.
Non-alcoholic.
What's your look at Steve. Steve is judging me from Scart Glass. Oh my god, why is this so big? Oh, the struggle. Okay, that's better. Yes.
Size does matter.
Size. I don't have my sound effects tonight, Evie. Chill. Because that would have been a good one. Michelle from LBC Branding was really, really good. How are you? Was cracking. Kim is here. What's going on, Kim? I saw you are going on a new venture, so congratulations to you. Can't wait to hear all about it. I gotta text you so we can catch up. And my girl Evie from Ask Evie was cracking. How are you, sis? What's popping?
You'll get in the hall. I'm not even wearing makeup. It's Saturday night. We're just hanging out. Like, I'm like,
That's
I'm
all
all
right.
for it.
You're not wearing makeup. My stuff is a hot mess. Paul wants to know, where am I with the giraffes in the background? You see the giraffes? Hey,
I
giraffes.
like those giraffes.
You
They're
like the
cute.
giraffes? I don't know if you've joined the one or two lives. My best friend Angie. So you found out about the TikTok. Have you heard about the TikTok? No? No. Good. So someone will be more than glad in the comments to let you know about the TikTok. So the one and
TikTok.
only time that I had my best friend Angie on, they're saying your volume's low. That might be me. So let me bring it up on my end.
We also
then-
can just finally make Doc happy and do one of those and bring
Yeah,
my
girl.
fancy new bed microphone closer. How about
That sounds much better on my end. So it'll probably sound better on everybody's end. Come on, you got to show all of that red. You playing games.
All the red.
All of that sexy
What do you
red with
guys
the
actually
lights.
do with those damn lights, though? Am I gonna have to turn my microphone around?
No, the lights. I like the lights. I think the lights are cool.
Ooh,
So
I think Eliseo, I think, has a sticker over it.
he does
sticker with his
probably.
branding.
He does. Yes, he does. And look at, I knew I should have counted down to see how long Michelle was saying about the TikTok being epic. So let me bring you up to speed. I think everyone here, Paul might not have, because Paul now. Happy birthday, Paul Duncan. Hold on, let's go back. It's your birthday today. It's also Dr. Elo's birthday
It's your
today.
birthday. It's
So
your
happy birthday
birthday.
to you guys. There were a few birthdays. Whose birthday? It was someone else's birthday the other day that I totally missed. And before I forget, it is Sylvia Nixon's birthday from Press and Sew on Tuesday. So we will give her much love, much love. No, Joel, there is not a new TikTok. So what happened, Evie, let me tell you. So what happened was Angie, my best friend, and she's been quiet on TikTok recently, but she has like 50,000 followers on TikTok. Like she kind of blew up on TikTok. She does, she does her own thing. It's a mix of things. She does do some trends in her own way. She talks about being a single mother in the LGBT family and things like that. So super cool stuff. She's gone live. And so I see it backfired. This is what happens when you have friends. And I know that you and I are very similar. So I'm sure it backfired. I was talking shit about her and then everyone was egging her on to come on live. So the one and only time she joined my live stream, I didn't think this through, Evie. This is what happened. I did not think this through. So I was like, yeah, come through. Everyone wants to meet you. So she came through. It was me. Oh my God. It was me, Keely, Dr. Elo, and it was someone else that was on. I don't know if it was Fulgens. It was someone else that was on. And then Angie came on. And in all of 5 minutes, Angie, in true best friend fashion, told everyone about my hidden TikTok account. And of course, the nerds that we all are, people immediately, and then she put my TikTok handle in the comments. And the nerds that we look, see, this is it. Right. No, you guys are not going to get a new TikTok. And so immediately the community started going for the TikTok, and there is a TikTok. I'll send it to you in a messenger so you can, you have to see it, right? Like, how can me and you be such good friends now and you not see it? But have you heard that song? Wow, you can really dance. Have you not, Evie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know that one. Yes.
So I was living with my ex, and I was in the house. I was bored. This was like in the middle of COVID. I was bored, tired of being in the house. Listen, bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. But I put on my ex-girlfriend's heels and her long...
Because I know how much you love heels.
Right,
so much
exactly.
So that your whole closet is full of heels.
Right, exactly. And she had like a Panama straw hat and a long, I don't even know what they're called, because I'm not a girly girl. I don't know, Michelle, help me out, whatever that thing was, a long shawl thing. And I started dancing. Dusters. Whatever. Okay.
They're called a duster.
Yeah. So I put that thing on with her heels, and I was dancing to that song, and Angie put me on blast.
I want the link. People, how can you not send that to me?
Wait.
How did I miss this whole thing?
Okay. Yes. So this is why. And the fact that Joel even knows it, I think he was on the live stream, like in the comments that day. And I told Angie, I said, I will never, ever forgive you for that.
Okay.
And everyone.
Somebody please give me that damn name, because I want to see this.
Hey, Mr. Mike Reed, how are you today? I went on a 30-mile. I'm going to quickly change the subject is what we're going to
She's totally trying. Joel, can you please, as my TikTok is opening up, can somebody please tell me how to find
my
this?
Instagram handle, fine. My Instagram, Dr. Elo, happy birthday. I literally, you missed it. I literally just said happy birthday to you. Is India D. In India, try India _ D782. I can't stand none of y'all, because now we're gonna do it live again. It's like I'm living. I should yell because I'm in Angie's house. This is why I started telling you the story. So I should yell. Did you find my account?
And yes, that's a duster. You really had fun that day, didn't you?
I was really bored.
This is going to be on a continuous repeat.
Made you say, turn that off, Evie. Turn that off.
And this is why I never post my lip sync videos that I record for TikTok. That's exactly why.
Yes. Chocolate Twist Yoga. Kali, what's cracking? How are you? Yes, Mike. So you will eventually have to check that out so that we can become even closer friends, and you can now not be out of the loop. You're welcome very much for your entertainment. Look at Evie's face. Evie, I love you, but can't stand you. Now every day this week.
This is payback
for the slides and socks.
Sliders and socks. I was literally thinking of you walking home. I walked Bailey earlier today, right?
Right.
And I know. I love you too. I'm having fun, big boy. And I walk down the street walking Bailey, and I see a kid in sliders with socks. Now, Bailey, go lay down. You'll get your dinner in a minute or 2 or 3. And the kid in his sliders, black sliders, white socks, and not
That's
the white
move.
socks,
That's
with the gray front and back. No, red, like red.
That's the wave.
And the socks are so stretched out that heel piece, that red heel piece in the back is somewhere on his calf. And the socks are so pulled up, and I'm like, okay, I have never actually seen India in sliders and socks. But first off, you pop in my head every time I see that. And second of all, I hope to God that woman does not wear her sliders with that stretched out socks. That was literally what's going on in my head this afternoon.
No. So now I know everyone, all the girly girls are all confirming. Now I know it's a duster. So I'll know to properly call it a duster. Thanks,
I don't know why people
ladies
started calling this thing a duster, but it doesn't make any sense to me, but it just is.
Listen, So
I still love you. That's why I'm making fun of you.
Yes, and then Michelle is saying, shout out to because of course, leave it to Lemuel with the memes that followed afterwards. Yes, no, you will not. Paul, you will not hack my account and post that video. Absolutely not.
We don't need to hack her account and post that video. We can post that video on our channels.
I can't stand you.
Just saying.
I cannot stand you. Hello, Gigi. What's cracking, girl? How are you?
In the house.
Yes. 30 miles this morning with 1,342 feet of elevation because I am in the beautiful state of Connecticut where it is nothing but hills. See, so where I'm at in Philly, it is legit flat plains. There's some hills, but not out here in Connecticut. Man, listen, I burned almost 2,000 calories this morning. So that was my morning. And so I'm here because Angie had some eye surgery, and so I'm supporting her and I'm hanging out, right, with her and the kids and just trying to, help her as much as I can, the non-mom in me. And so I thought I packed my gear. I will not show you the mess that's behind me on the floor with all the cables just ripped up. And I'm like telling Evie.
Can we get her a Pelican case, please?
I do. So, and I said, but it's so funny because Lemuel was like, of course you need this. And this was the exact reason because I'm still like, I still go, I hang out because it's just me. So I'll either go hang out at my brother's house. I'll come to Angie's house for a couple of days and hang out. And I want to make sure, the biggest thing is that I want to make sure, especially because I was gone for so long, I want to make sure that I get back to consistency, right? Like I can hang out, but I'm dedicated now to being back to Ladies Night of live streaming. So let me see. So, okay. And in actuality, some of the setup is going to stay here because Angie and I are going to start our own podcast about being lesbians and all of that good stuff. And her talking about being a single mom as a lesbian and things like that. So I actually gave her some of the gear. James Hicks, the great Mr. James Hicks, and Evie and I, not Evie, Gigi and I were fighting over some of the stuff that he was selling. So I bought this pod mic for him from a steal of a deal. So I bought the pod mic that's staying here at Angie's house. You guys know that I bought the Elgato Wave Arm, the LP. So I love that. Totally worth the $100.
I spent enough money for now. Till I have my widescreen. I am not buying more stuff.
No, you don't need it. You're good.
But I still want the
Gas syndrome started. Yes. It was Gigi says we were not fighting. It was a spirited debate. That is true. So James Hicks was selling the pod mic. He was selling an Elgato key light panel, the big one, and 2 key light airs. So I bought one panel that I'm actually going to turn into a hair light for my house for the studio. I'm going to mount it to the studio, the ceiling, and I'm going to turn it into a hair light for me. And then I'm giving Angie the little one, the key light air for the desk. I just have to set it up. And then I bought this from him. I'm keeping her the mount. And then I have a Motu M2 interface, which is very similar to the Scarlett, what is it? The Focusrite, the Scarlett, that Focusrite thing, because I use the Rodecaster, whatever. Yeah, because you have USB, right? Is that where you're using through the MV7, her colorware?
Oh yeah,
MV7?
I'm using the USB right now. I'm not adding an audio interface and all that stuff to it too. No.
So she says, I've already had this conversation with Evie about an audio interface. I said, all right, I'm gonna give you some time, because she did. You dropped a couple of $100 on the Sigma 16 millimeter.
I bought the
And
lens.
I
bought
may
the glide
or may
chair,
not
I
have
bought the
been
shoe.
a part of that shopping
I
spree
didn't
that
want
she
to
did.
wait for a used lens. I finally wanted to, which I'm looking at my imagery. I'm like, is it just that you are more yellow, or is my white balance off again?
It could be no. It could be that I'm more yellow because it's two different. If I turn this light off, I guess that looks a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just I needed to redo my white balance once I put the glide chair on. So I'm still trying to figure out if I'm back in balance.
Right, the teleprompter and how. So, what monitor are you using with the teleprompter? Anything yet or not yet? No.
I had the.
How did I get the finger? What?
No, that was a general. That wasn't
Oh,
to
that was
you. If
okay.
you would have
Okay.
gotten it, that
Okay.
would be had that one. Having said that, I
Okay.
had gotten. I should measure stuff out, right?
You
Because
should.
size does matter, as we already realized earlier. I got the Lilliput A7
Yeah.
and plugged it in, and I'm like, this is 1/4 of my teleprompter. What the are you people talking
Right.
about? I'm done.
Right.
My iPad is the right size. I ordered the Luna dongle. I'm like, done.
Yep. Yep.
That's when I messaged you off. Yeah, once in a while I should just listen to India. Shit, this is recorded. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Exactly. Now
God damn
I'm
it.
going to go and repurpose that content. Wait, how many minutes of it is? 16 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to go back, cut that piece right there. Shit, I should have just listened to India. And I'm going to have that on loop. Should have just listened to India. Loop.
And you know that I'm still ordering the ball head too. Not still ordering. It's on the way.
Yeah.
It just got delayed because
Yeah.
really Ecamm. There we go. We are back again. Ecamm virtual cam has been giving me issues. and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
yeah.
Frozen again. I digress. I had, as you know, I had just ordered an easy plate to add to my glide chair.
Yep.
And then I plug in the iPad once I decided no monitor or anything. I plug in the iPad and I'm like, shit, my camera is too low. I can see the end of the iPad on the video. So guess
Right.
what I did? I went to Amazon and ordered the ball head.
Right.
Told
Yes.
me to
Correct.
buy.
Yes, because it does lift it. That is correct. Because even if you have it angled too far, I can see the bottom of the iPad. So like you'll mess with the ball head, you'll tilt it up, down, all of that good stuff. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I should have just listened to you right away, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. Hold on. 17 seconds. 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you very much. I got
I
those
will
too.
not repeat that just so you have it.
Gigi. Hey, Lee.
I'm fine admitting once in a while when I'm wrong.
All right. Get it. Lee, thank you for coming through. I was thinking about you the other day because I hadn't seen you for a while, but I know I haven't been on for a while. So thank you for coming through. Gigi is saying, my bet is that you were a major part of that purchase. Listen, what happens is if you guys call me and say, hey, India, what do you think about X, Y, and Z? I'm just going to tell you what my experience has been, what my recommendations are. You guys, all of you guys that are in the chat right now, I think I'm going to look at this. All of you guys that are in the chat right now know that my main profession is a salesperson. I am a salesperson at heart. So I just put it all out there. I give the recommendations. Listen, salesmanship one-on-one.
She told me.
Hold on.
I'll give her that. She told me to wait for a used lens, and I simply didn't want to. I'm done. I'm talking to content creators, so I can't keep looking like crap. I need depth of field, period.
But she didn't want to wait. See, because I did tell Kim Bucha the same thing. I said, subscribe to Swappa and do all that stuff. And then she didn't want to. I said, listen, I'll help you get the used pricing, right? I got you. And then literally, like, I think it was like 2 hours later, she messages me. It was literally like 2 hours. I was like, what the fuck? I said I was going to help you find a used lens. Like, what? She was like, no, I couldn't wait. I needed an Amazon Prime. It'll be here in 2 days. I'll let you know. Oh, okay. All right, then. Paul says, I love how understated Evie is. Right, because Evie is so understated. Super understated. Hey, Luis, Mr. Camera Junkie, what is cracking, brother? How are you? Sammy Superstar, hello. Sammy says, I see that India got a new mic. Also, she got a new studio. No and no. Sammy, I think you've seen my best friend Angie, because Sammy's usually on most of the time. So this is Angie's craft room. So you see the giraffes and the arts and crafts behind me. And we're turning this into a little studio for her. So this is going to be her mic and her setup. I just got to fix the angle and stuff like that. But I was already running extremely late today. So that's why it's angled a little bit too high, and I'm like all off. But, we going to get there. We going to get there. Joel says, a good salesperson helps the customer to do what they want with maybe a bit of redirection. Exactly, Joel. Because a good salesperson listens, right? So you come to me and you tell me what your problem is. I find your pain points and I listen and I ask open-ended questions to find out and to dig deep and peel the onion back. And then once you've told me your story and I've peeled the onion back, then I paraphrase and I say, so what I'm understanding and what I'm hearing is you need X, Y, and Z and X, Y, and Z. And I just put you in a place that you're like, yes. Well, why, yes, this is exactly what I need. And that's what happened with Evie. She fell down the India Delgado salesperson trap. Look at her face.
Please, everybody, remind me to never go on a sales pitch with India again before my NLP master training. Just saying. Because I know exactly what you did, but I also didn't want to wait. No.
Oh, my goodness. Mike says, wait, you're a salesperson by day, streamer by night. You knew it. I am. Yes, I actually. And if you want to talk about me being a superhero, because I actually do have a little bit of a joke with that. I teach financial literacy classes. So I do mortgages. I do all type of mortgages, but I help first-time homeowners get into their homes. So I specialize on first-time home buyers, and I teach financial literacy classes. So I am a pure hero. Okay. Look at Evie.
If you don't cancel your calls on your people.
Oh, super shade. Oh, first of all, I did not cancel, and she knows this.
No,
She's just fucking with me. Anyway,
because fucking with you is so much
just
fun.
fucking with me. And India will make you feel so good about saying yes. I will because I will paraphrase.
She does that too, yes.
Right, I will paraphrase and I'll say, well, this is what you need and this is why, and based off of the information that you told me, and right, like. And you're just like, yes.
I'm not feeling bad about it. I love my setup. The moment I finally can set up Luna display, I'm fine. I'm happy.
Yes. And I'm so the shade of it all. Right, Michelle? Listen, this mic, what do you guys think about this mic? I mean, I know a lot of people started with the pod mic. Robert Kennedy III had the pod mic. Tom Buck used the pod mic for a really long time. James Hicks I like this mic. Do I have to give it to Angie?
It's good.
It's nice. I like it.
I have a Yeti sitting around.
No, I have a Yeti too. So I still have the MV7, but the MV7, because of the versatility with the USB and the XLR, that'll always be my backup mic, because then when I want to leave, go somewhere and not take the interface, the MV7 is, I love for real, because even with the Shure software, it sounds great. Like, you don't need an audio processor. You sound amazing. So MV7 is my backup.
When you talk to the ladies at Shure, they actually tell you, for ladies, get the MV7, not the other one.
Why? Because of the voice, I guess?
Because of the female voice.
That
the MV7 works better with female voices.
See, I didn't know that, but I was using it. I loved it. I just love my Lewitt a little bit more, and I think what took it over was definitely the aesthetics. I think that if I would have waited to buy the MV7 and did what Evie did and get the colorware mic, that probably would be my go-to mic. But because I love how my Lewitt looks with the white and black, that's definitely my go-to mic. But I love this mic. Look, Angie just popped in the chat. She's saying, hey, ladies. Angie, listen, this microphone, I don't want to leave you with it. It sounds really nice. And I was talking also, look at this. Oh, that's so pretty. Whatever. Stop showing off your colorware. That's a beautiful matte red.
I waited long enough for it to be able to show it off.
I love it. And Michelle, when did you get the MV7? How long have you had it? Anyway. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you. Alex from the Politics Show. Ask Evie to say, now I ask you, do you give a fuck about what the pants and what kind of pants the son of a bitch who shot you was wearing? Alex knows you very well. Evie, when you have your community of streamers that know you, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, right? When they can know both your good and bad, it's like, hold on, espérate. You guys know a lot about me. Hold on. Like, I love y'all, but. All right. So what I do
You were
want
the
to
one
do.
putting that information out there.
I know this, and everybody yelled at me, or not yelled at me, but everybody called me out when I was talking about the TikTok because I put it out there. But it's already out there. So I'm the type of person that it's like, listen.
Know.
Right. But you would have found out, Evie. You would have found out because all of these jokesters in the group, Michelle is always looking for an opportunity for the "Wow, you can really dance" comment. Always. Okay. So you would have absolutely found out. So for me, I'd rather own it, right? And just come through first because I'm going to.
If I can't laugh about myself.
Right.
Just shoot me.
Right. Vinny reference, Mona Lisa Vito. I still. You lost me. No. I will check it out later. I don't know what he's talking about. But I think everyone knows who you are, so you don't have to give a full-fledged intro. But I would like for you to take an opportunity to talk a little bit about NLP because you just graduated, right? You got your certificate last week, was it? You guys finished last week?
Exactly a week ago, Saturday a week ago.
Yay! Let me get this corny applause. I love you, Ecamm, but those sound effects grind my gears. But yes, so I want you to talk about NLP, and if you're ready, your other venture that we were talking about. I don't know if you're ready to talk about your new upcoming venture.
The show on Friday is scheduled, so yes, I officially can now announce it.
Yes. All right, good. So let's get it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let's start with a live show because that's easier. So what's happening is, for everybody that doesn't know me, I'm a business efficiency consultant and I work closely with ClickUp, which is a project management tool. So if you're using Trello or Asana, go drop them, come over to ClickUp. We got the greener grass over here. Having said that,
is really cool.
Love those guys. Having said this, they, especially in that startup phase, they raised their A and B seed funding and blah. They were in that big startup phase. So they didn't let anybody really except the CEO into live shows or interviews or anything. We finally managed. And I have actually the manager of product on my channel next Friday. And I literally just got the okay end of last week that he's going to join me on a live show on Friday. So I've been, over the last 2 days, calling everybody. I'm like, so, by the way, I'm pulling in this favor. I need this live show to go out there. I need this to be shared. I need viewers in there. So we've been building the imagery for it, the bot for it. We're going to do advertising and all the things because it is a huge deal. It's the first time we are getting somebody from that company live on video, get to ask questions, what's happening. They've been hiring like crazy. They've been working on the structure and all the things. So it's like, yes!
That's awesome. That's a super great big win. Yeah.
I think the first time I asked them to let somebody on my show for some more specific how-tos was at least 6 months ago, if not a year ago. So this is
what's up.
Huge.
That is super huge, super exciting. I'm happy for you. Here, let's do that.
Next Friday, 10 a.m.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. So next Friday, 10 a.m. Next 10 a.m. your time. Pacific.
10 a.m. Pacific, which makes it 1 Eastern.
Yes, exactly. And then for everybody else in between, Central is an hour behind, so that makes it 12 Central. And then everyone else, I love you, but figure it out. And the Doc's time in Hawaii, that's like 2 days. He has to wait.
I can tell you Germany time. So Germany time is going to be 7 p.m.
Okay.
I can tell you that. That's an easy calculation that I have to do every single day.
All right. And let's talk about NLP.
Pretty much what you just talked about, your sales process, that's part of NLP right there.
Yeah. Okay.
So trying to get a good use case scenario, because there's so many different ways that you can apply NLP. And we didn't just do NLP. We did NLP as neuro-linguistic programming, We did hypnotherapy, which, yes, you can do the stage hypnotherapy with that kind of stuff, but that's not necessarily how I use it. I use it to learn how to better make my audience listen.
Okay.
You know, get that attention from 3 seconds to 3 minutes kind of thing.
Yep.
That's where that hypnotherapy comes in, where you talk about hypnotic language patterns and that kind of stuff.
That's super cool.
As well as timeline therapy. That's the last piece of it, to pretty much just clean up all shit.
Okay.
So there is personal growth, for example, in there, where you use timeline therapy to get rid of some crap that you learned as a kid, where you suddenly think you are not worth it or not good enough.
Yep.
That's where you bring in timeline therapy to clean that up.
Yep.
Neurolinguistic programming then also can help with building up the goals, and again, a whole bunch of stuff. How do people think? How do people hear and perceive information? That's often a big one.
Yeah.
Like, I was interested in NLP because moving to the States, perception became really, really clear to me, where it's like, okay, I just said exactly the same thing and you didn't get it. What the hell is going on?
Right.
Because when I say red,
yeah,
the color red that you're going to imagine is for sure a different shade of red that I'm thinking of. And that's where NLP comes in, where we can figure out how are you processing information, and how are you making buying choices? Are you making buying choices by your gut, by your feeling, by the kinesthetic?
Right.
Or are you making buying choices by researching and checklists and pros and cons, which is AD, auditory digital, and you just learn how to understand people better.
That's pretty cool.
So
and then how long was the course? So it was you, I know Kelly Noble Mirabella took it. Stephanie. So Stephanie, what was she? Was she one of the
Stephanie was our coach. She was
the coach. I was going to say one of the coaches. I didn't know, so Stephanie Lou was one of the coaches. Kelly and you took the class, and I know there were a handful. How long was it?
14 days, 10 a.m. in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, with a lunch break in between.
Oof.
So it was
tough.
Boot
camp.
Put the books away.
You showed me the binder. The binder, was like super.
The binder
crazy.
was that thick, plus a book that thick, plus it was. Oh my god! Again,
and was it all Zoom? Was it all Zoom
yes.
session, or it was all Zoom? Oh man, that must have been even more killer. Yeah.
Usually you do those in person, because you do also there's a couple of techniques where it's called chaining anchors, where you are chaining certain stages, certain emotions on your knuckles. Okay. And you can go from fuck no, I don't want to do this, through hell, I'm broke, to I'm really broke, I need to pay my bills, and suddenly you're motivated to get the work done. Mm-hmm. You know how our motivation often goes through those stages till we finally actually do what we need to do. Yep. You can chain anchors. That's the process that's called, and you're firing them one after the other. So the moment you the next time hit the I should do this, your brain automatically fires down that chain you set, and you end up unmotivated.
That's crazy. That's cool.
So with that, it's nice to do it in person, but there's a lot you can do in Zoom, and you just end up doing what your practitioner tells you.
Right. That's cool. Yeah. Listen, 14 days from 10 to 8, that's oof. That must have been that's like boot camp, right? It's like, and then, sitting in front of the computer, it's different, when you're in an in-person setting. But to be sitting in front of the computer 10 to 8 for 14 days, respect to you, because I can only imagine.
Thank God I have a standing desk.
Yeah, exactly right. To be able to, it's true though, to be able to stand up and, stretch and move around, because that is killer. Excuse me. And then what about, I know you were telling me, and I just, because we talk as friends, so I don't want to give too much without giving up too much. What you just got trademarked. Can you talk about that with your upcoming business, or that's still in the works?
So
I put her under pressure because I have insider information.
girl, you don't even have all of the trademarks yet. I'm already working on a couple other ones too.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I mentioned the trademark, the PP trademark. I will find out more on that on Monday or Tuesday, so I'm not throwing that name out there yet because there's a chance we might not be able to file for it.
Gotcha. Yep.
We did file for Automate to Dominate, which I've been using for a while. So we finally filed that trademark for that.
I like that. Automate to Dominate. I like that. Super cool. Yay.
That trademark came in, so that one is done.
Yep.
What else am I working on? Oh, we just signed some fun contract with Minerva. Considering all of you are pretty much tech people, right?
Yeah,
we're all tech people.
Yes.
Minerva is a SaaS that is it's a browser extension. It's a Chrome browser extension that allows you to do interactive how-tos.
Yes,
So
I've heard of
for
that.
example-
It's like learning. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's learning, right? Courses and things like that. I've heard of Minerva.
It's not, so Minerva itself is not necessarily courses what you build. They call it a recipe. So for example, you could record a recipe for your live show guests on how to join Ecamm in a browser. Click here, do this, do that, check your microphone, check your video, when that pop-up comes, type in your name, click on there, here's how to mute yourself, here's how to share your screen, here's how to hang up.
Yeah.
And what happens is you have a little box on the side that tells you click here or click on mute, or so the written out steps, and then you have a dot that jumps all over your screen wherever they need to click and just blinks so they know exactly where you have to click.
That's pretty cool.
So I just signed the contract with them on Friday.
Yep.
We're going to be building a email sequence that shows people how to get started with ClickUp. So seven part email series from signing up to being all set up, having your team on. So that's starting. And then we have, I don't even know if I'm allowed to share that. I guess we are Ecamm community, right?
Yeah.
Ecamm and I are going to be doing a limited series in October and November about streamlining your live stream and doing all the things.
Hey, that's what's up. So you did tell me, I think it was last week we were talking. Yeah, when I told you I had to reschedule our appointment, not cancel.
She's not gonna let that down on me.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna make sure I use the right verbiage as well, because wording is everything, right? Wording is everything. Language is everything.
Just wait till I see you in October. Just wait.
But you did. Excuse me. You did tell me last week that you had a lot of things were blowing up in a good way, and this is insanity. I just want to make sure, Sylvia, we did wish you a happy early birthday, because I did tell the community that your birthday's on Tuesday. So happy early birthday now that you are here. Thank you for coming through. Michelle says, that's what's up. Yeah, so you were saying that things were blowing up in a good way. That's amazing. So congrats. That's like... You are busy, but it's all good. And then there was something that was, so let me see, because I want to like say it without like putting my foot in it. But there was something that had come up with you and TubeBuddy. So you're going to be working with TubeBuddy soon. No?
So maybe soon. Soon is a relative term, but yes, I will be reconvening with them in, hold on, 1, 2, 3, beginning of December.
And what Evie's doing is that Evie has a calendar literally right behind her. That's why she said, hold on, and said 1, 2, 3, because and her calendar, y'all, listen, if you like legit, like I love her, and there's so many gurus in our community, right? But if you want to talk about getting organized and truly streamlining your business to just put your thoughts, whatever you have, into some sort of plan, I would definitely consider talking to Evie, because this calendar is like color coded with lines and all of this. Like, she's like, look at my calendar.
When I was,
we were doing, I think, the Zoom, the one-on-one, we were talking, and you were showing me something, and you were like, look, and you turned your camera around. I was like, listen, I like to pride myself in organization. I am nowhere near.
I need this simply because it's like when I look at this, and then coming out of NLP, I finally pulled the plug, and announcement is going to be happening in November. So you're getting behind the scenes story here right now. Announcement is going to happen in November.
Yep.
The pre-sale is going to start in December.
Uh-oh.
And the actual launch is going to be in January of my Boss Your Business. Oh,
that's what I was waiting for.
That's
what I was waiting for. But I was like, maybe she can't talk about it. But that's what the one I was waiting for, the Boss Your Business. So go ahead, talk about that.
So I didn't
now
even
that you
tell
said
you
it.
about I didn't even tell you about the PP trademark. Yeah, it's like I literally asked my lawyer, I'm like, so is there such a thing as having too many trademarks? Right now, I feel like I'm collecting trademarks like other people collect URLs.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
and the domains. Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I am building my own. I haven't found the right wording yet, if it's going to be an institute, if it's going to be a school, whatever. It's going to be 6-month certification program to boss your business. So from the mindset piece to the structure piece to the marketing piece, we are covering everything that you need to scale your passion into a business.
I think I might want it. So it's so funny. I was talking to, when I was at TD Bank as a branch, that's an East Coast bank. They're fairly big, 1,300 branches, but all along the east side. When I was a branch manager there, I had a mentee, and I was talking to her yesterday, Mary, and she now does, you know how like in the last couple of years, the balloon designs have blown up, like balloon arches and stuff like that. She has her own business. It's called the Balloon River. She does master classes, but she does them in person. She's making good money because everybody, what she does is she teaches people to do this for their own events and their own parties. And I could have sworn she told me that, and we've been friends, like I was her mentor like 5 years ago, and we just established a great friendship since then. I could have sworn that she had been doing this online. She tells me yesterday that she's never done it online. I was like, how am I your mentor and like you're not doing this online? So we're going to be meeting up in September after the 10th when the kids go back to school. And I'm going to help her set up with the studio and eCam and all of that stuff. But I was showing her some of the stuff that like I do with the live streaming. And then I showed her the video clip that when you and Kelly came on for April. And I was showing her like some of the stuff that, you know, like how we do with eCam, just like the remote production stuff. And she listened to some of your pitch and she was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. And so it's so funny because I was like, now you're saying this even with like your, with what you're going to do with Boss Your Business. Mary instantly came to mind. Like for me, we'll talk because I think I'd like to definitely take advantage of that. But someone like Mary, I think would do really well because she's the type of entrepreneur that needs help from someone like you. She has already a following and she's not even using anywhere near like the tools that we use online and things like that. And just to get like streamlined. So super cool, super exciting.
I'm really
losing my voice
about it.
I'm very happy for you. I'm very, very excited. Let me see. What else was I going to tell you? There was something else I was going to say to you. If anyone has any questions for Evie, make sure you tell her, you ask her, let us know in the comments. The crew's quiet tonight. We got a quiet.
And tell her to drop the socks in the sliders, please.
No, we're not dropping. Today,
please.
today I don't have... Today because I showered from my bike ride and I'm cooling off. So today I only have slides, no socks, but every day.
Good girl. You knew you were going live with me. You knew you were going live.
So I just kept my slides, not the no socks, whatever. Now I'm gonna send you a picture every day of socks and slides, or I'll put them on Instagram, my apparel, and then tag you.
It totally does not make sense to me because, damn girl, not only are you hot no matter what, but I also saw how nice you clean up. Yeah,
Thank you,
this
boo.
whole socks and sliders does not fit in that picture at all.
Well, the socks and slides are when the last picture I sent you in Keeley, where those were my compression socks for when I ride my bike. And then it's so funny. So I had, for those of you guys that ride bike, we wear the compression socks and we wear them all the way up. And so I took a picture of me with and so what happens?
She just wants me to cringe. She just wants me to feel that pain. I feel physical pain when I see that.
So then I sent her the picture because they were a new pair of biking socks and a new pair of sliders. They were North Face slides. And so I sent her the picture and she's like, First of all, I'm so mad that I hate you, but I love you that you're wearing socks and slides. And then why are your socks pulled all the way up? I was dying laughing, but it's because that's a thing, Evie. That's a fad. And then look, see, Evie, this is why. Look at Dr. Elo's comment. It was going to happen eventually because there are just, look at Angie. So now Angie, here comes Angie on the train.
Angie.
Look at
Thank
Angie
you.
comes. No, it's not. First of all, Angelica, she has never said this to me, Evie. Never. We go out together and she has never said. I'm so mad that Angie, this is the first time that I am hearing that she says it's terrible. I'm going to have
Because
a
she
conversation with
doesn't want to deal with your socks and slider rage when she's right next to you. I wouldn't say that when I'm right next to you. You're going to take one of those sliders off because you
will.
still can run after
Oh
me
my
in
God.
those socks and slap me with those sliders. I want to German killed by death by slider.
I can't stand y'all. I love y'all. But I can't. Right, Elo. She is a troublemaker. You see, look, and then look, she said exactly what you said, Evie. For someone with so much style, the socks and slides have to go. I have no words. That's it. I have no words. I'm trying to think.
I don't get any open toes with any kind of socks. I don't care if it's Spanx or hosiery or whatever. When you have open toes shoes, just freaking wear them as no socks. That's why they're open toes. If you have cold feet, then get something else.
That's what I have to say, okay? Whatever. So what you were saying about, I love you too. What you were saying about taking the slide off and hitting you with it, what us Hispanics call that is a chancletazo. That's what that is. You take the slipper off, and that is a chancletazo. Oh, God. Dr. Elo is laughing. He's dying laughing about the chancletazo. Yep. Special announcement. Yes. All right. You know what? Whatever, y'all. I'm trying to buy time because I feel like there was something else I was going to ask you. And now I totally forgot because we got off track with the socks and slides because y'all are haters.
Just stop wearing socks and slides and we're not going to get off track anymore.
No, because then my feet are going to sweat. No, and we're not going to have this conversation on live because then everybody's going to log off and be like, why?
Slider.
Yes, exactly. Whoopsh. And I don't have sound effects, but exactly that. Darn it, coño. But no, that's super cool. You have a lot of stuff going on. That's really cool. I'm really happy for you. I'm excited with the eCam. So you got for real, like a lot of. Oh, okay. Came back. I just needed to backpedal. I did want to ask you.
Life too.
Huh?
Leap into Life is happening too.
Yeah, that's happening in a couple of weeks. It's now in September, right? One September.
3 weeks.
See the calendar right behind her.
Like the calendar. Don't tell Katie. I still have to record my session.
I won't tell Katie. Shh, stop it.
It'll
be good either way. It'll be good either way.
That poor woman. They sent out the email right before NLP with the actual date of when the recording, when they want the recording.
Yeah.
And that poor woman, I messaged her back and I'm like, wait, what?
No.
Wait, what? I am 3 days out from a 14-day NLP. I love you, Katie, but there is no way. I'm sorry. I'm going to be one of those a-holes that
are super late.
Really late.
Right.
But you know you're going to get it, and you know you're going to get great quality, so...
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
No, it's...
But there's no way.
Yeah, it's all right.
There's no way.
Yes, Mike, I used to work there. I worked there for 5 years. I ran 2 different branches, but not in Canada. They're a Canadian bank, Toronto Dominion. I ran 2 different branches, and then I went to be a loan officer to do my own thing. So what I did want to ask you, Evie, was because you mentioned, right, a few different trademarks, and you asked your attorney if someone can have so many trademarks. Tell us why you would want a trademark. Like, what's the purpose? Like, talk to us about that, because a lot of people, I'm sure, never have even thought about it.
So the first thing when I was always like, yeah, whatever, you switch it up a little bit and there's nothing you can do about it. So rather than boss your business, you call it boss your biz and you're fine kind of thing. So I was always like, yeah, if Sony can't stop you from copying freaking DVDs back in the day, how am I going to stop? So that was always my thing.
Yeah.
Then we built Ask Evie. Easel helped me rebrand Ask Evie, so we have this.
Yep.
And we all know these wings, right?
Right. Wonder Woman.
And there where I was like, okay, let's get this thing trademarked because I don't want to get in trouble and be told I don't get to use it. That was the reason, not because I wanted to do, and Gigi, that was before I knew you.
Uh-oh.
I'm in trouble now.
Yes, she says trademarks, but no, but it's good. Don't think of it this way, right? Don't think of it that way, because now you're going to explain why people should get, first of all, trademarking, why people should get trademarked. And then now we can then plug Gigi and say, and we have a perfect attorney. We'll help you.
You don't want to do this shit by yourself, seriously.
No.
You don't.
No.
The whole, in the beginning, cheap as me, looked it up, the whole, don't. Call Gigi, get the shit done right, because you don't want to deal with having to appeal it, and no, don't.
So let's backpedal a little bit. So trademarking, so you have your brand, the name of your business, you want to trademark it because.
So in this case, it's the visual trademark. So it's the logo. It's not the name that I trademarked.
Okay.
So I didn't trademark Ask Evie. I trademarked this visual.
Okay.
And what we did is, and I'm pretty sure Gigi's process is the exact same. My lawyer researched and gave me an estimate of. Easy to get through, could have some issues to get through. We definitely are not going to get it approved. So that we don't file and then it doesn't get approved. So I already had an idea of, is it going to go through? Is it going to get approved or not?
Right.
And
see? Yeah.
That's the next thing that then happened. So we got the visual taken care of.
Yeah.
I then, because Boss Your Business is going to be my major thing, it's going to be my main product.
Yep.
I'm like, go, file, run with it, do.
Right.
The other one is Automate to Dominate. And it's simply, again, to me, it's not so much about other people not using it, but me knowing that I can use it without people coming to me and saying, oh, hell no.
Right.
I don't want to build a 6-month program with everything that goes into it and the whole branding and everything. And then somebody comes and says, oh, hell no, you are renaming this shit. Fuck
right.
You.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. And let me so you see, Dr. Elo said that, and then she's just responding, yes, Gigi. So now I'm going to message you, get a calendar going and get you on, because I think that that's a really good point that Evie brings up, especially for all of us. Like I'm looking at, right, Dr. Elo, that's his thing. And then he has his logo, right? The same way you have your logo. And then he said he has a handful of phrases, and then LBC branding, right? So the same thing. That's her brand. That's Michelle's branding. Alex from the Politics show, that's his branding. Doc Rock, right? Like Diana Gladney, that's what she goes by. And Diana Gladney, that's a little bit different because that's her name, right? But like Doc Rock, Doc has talked about there's another DJ or someone, there's another voice entity that like a lot of people they've given him a hard time, and he's had to change his name and stuff like that. So it's really important that we talk about this and cover this. And we have a contact now. See, look, she's already putting her stuff in there. She's looking. They doing business. That's good. All right. So listen, Evie, we're done. We can close the show. We connected our content creators, and this is the purpose of what I want.
I did not plan.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Whatever.
It wasn't even planned, but it was so funny. Why do I have a
whatever.
text message?
Let me see. So Dr. Elo, she says it's a federal practice. So as long as I'm licensed in a state, it doesn't matter where you're located. Okay, cool. So basically, she's licensed as an attorney. That's what she handles. And so she can help all of the content creators if you guys are looking to do it. Michelle, definitely, if you haven't done it, make sure you at least have, it's worth having a conversation with Gigi. So Gigi, we should probably get you on sooner rather than later. So like that, it can just be kind of fresh and we can talk about it in the community because I think that's
India
huge.
also wants to go live now regularly and consistently.
Exactly. See, she's holding me accountable. Absolutely. I do want to go live regularly and consistently. This is why I'm in different backgrounds because you got to find a way to make it happen. Find a way. All right. So you copyrighted your logo for Ask Evie. And like what you were saying is the biggest thing, I just want to paraphrase and reiterate. The biggest thing really is just so that, because this is you, this is who people know you on with your branding, with your colors, whatever it is. You don't want then, let's say the Wonder Woman, their copyright, whoever that is, Warner Brothers or whoever owns Wonder Woman, to come to you and give you a cease and desist letter and say, oh no, this is too similar to Wonder Woman, so now you can no longer use it and now you have to change your whole branding, right? Because people see Ask Evie and people see the wings and they know that that's, you, that's who you are. And then the same thing. But
again, it's different enough. But there is a what is it called? Wally Burger, something What was it? Wally Burger? I don't know. There is a logo out there that is really, really close to the Wonder Woman logo, and they got big time in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but again, that was even with the 2 W's. So it was even closer than mine.
I got you.
For us, it's close enough to assume, to know, especially I'm like with which way is it? That way. Especially with my decoration behind.
Right.
Everybody knows Wonder Woman is my thing, so it totally makes sense, but it's not close enough to really get me in trouble. But again, I'm also the German. I like to be safe. I don't want to build a brand or a major something on a ground that's just going to wash out from underneath me.
Right.
We have another thing. Which one? No, I'm wearing the new one. My old T-shirts also have the Bulletproof Your Business on the back. Now
you were telling me about that one. Go ahead. Yep.
We didn't end up going for the trademark of it because first of all, it's just a tagline, so it's not too big a problem. But also with the Bulletproof Coffee, and there is a couple of Bulletproof Coffee is also going into more of the coaching stuff and everything. So on the trademark, they have more marks that are going into that entrepreneurial area.
Right.
And the chance was so low that we're gonna get it through without trouble that we said, you know what, it's just a tagline. I can put it on stickers and in the back of my T-shirt. It's not a problem.
Yep.
That we decided to go with that because I also didn't mind dropping it if something comes up. Who cares?
Right. Yeah, because like you said, that was just a tagline. But then it could be, like if you wanted to use it or if you wanted to make it more, hey, Devin, what's cracking? If you did want to make it, right, it's all of those things. She's saying, I better hear from y'all. But it's true. It's
Gigi,
true,
I want to
right?
talk with you, though, too.
Okay, so we'll make the connections, and I will text Gigi. Gigi, if I don't text you tonight, I'll text you tomorrow, and we'll get you on the calendar sooner rather than later. Hey, David, it's so funny. We're talking about trademarking.
Where were you?
David has been.
He's late to the game again.
He has, yes, David. He made it over before it was over. Yes, my good sir. Did you close your rings? I hope you closed your rings. I don't think I'm gonna close all my rings because my watch died.
You guys are hilarious. You're on the complete wrong thing, actually.
What do you mean I'm on the complete wrong thing?
This is what you guys need to do.
I can't
Come
see.
on,
What is that?
focus.
What is that?
Thank you.
What is that?
It's actually updating right now.
Aura? What is that? Tell me more. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
I love it. I haven't worn a fucking
Don't stop
watch.
because you know how I am. Like,
I love it.
Tell me more.
So, guys, just don't listen here for a second. I love it because it doesn't just have my standard activity and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There is also, first of all, heart rate as well as heart rate variability. So how
So
much
I have a
does
Whoop band.
your...
Have you heard of the Whoop band? WHOOP. I have Whoop, and that's it does. Go ahead. I'll tell you about the Whoop. You tell me about that one.
Oh, I think um um my book club guy is having that one, I think, actually.
Okay.
He saw the package. He's like, great, you got the Aura ring.
Yeah.
Am I phone? There we go.
Go ahead.
But the Aura ring doesn't do well when you're weightlifting.
Right. Because of the
you have
bars when you
pressure on
grab.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
But one of the things that I personally like, this is where guys just be back in 2 minutes. I don't know if you saw. I don't think we were that close yet. A year and a half ago, I actually got my tubes removed, so I'm pretty much, I don't have to deal with a lot of anything.
Yeah.
But I like to keep an eye on everything, and
Right.
with the body temperature in the hour, it is so precise. I have the ring now. I need to say like 2 months by now.
Yeah.
That is German code for workout buddy. I can see where and how my temperature changes, and I literally can say 2 days done. Thank you. I am going to be off the books because done.
Yeah. You're done. Yeah.
So I just like to get those specific informations, and it's like I recharge that thing when I'm in the shower and I'm done.
Yeah.
All of the data that I'm getting. And again, I am one of the, I don't put 100% on that. I don't like, yes, this is really how many steps I took. This is really where my temperature is. But it looks at the difference. It starts at 0, but then it looks at the difference between your numbers. So it saves your numbers and tells you, hey, there is a difference, something is going on.
So it's a baseline. Yeah. So it sounds very similar. So what's the name of it?
It's Aura.
Aura. The Aura.
O-U-R-A.
O-U-R-A. The Aura ring. I've heard of that. And I was thinking about getting that. So what I have, and it's funny because I've been trying to get David to get the Whoop band. So the Whoop band, it sounds like it's very similar. And it's so funny because we all of us here, but especially you, Evie, you love the statistics. You love the numbers. You love being able, right? And that's why you love that.
That's the only way you can make
and measure
an objective decision. I know. Everything else is subjective.
I know, right. So it's the same thing with me. And that's why, so when I was looking, so I love the Apple Watch, but the Apple Watch, right, it's like jack of all trades. You can text message, you have your music, you have all of that stuff. So I like it because it's my secondary companion. Like when I go riding on my bike, I don't have to bring my phone with me. So if God forbid there's an emergency, my watch is enough, right? So that's more for a secondary mobile companion. But for my fitness, so I have the Whoop band, and you can get it in different colors and things like that. That's the band there, right? And it does the same thing. It gives you your heart rate variability. It gives you your resting heart rate. It tracks your sleep. When you sleep, it tells you your REM sleep, your light sleep, how many times you were awake. And then what this does is the same. It sounds like it's very similar with your baseline. So the first 4 days, it was just tracking my sleep, my patterns, my workout. And so what this does is that this gives you your strain. And so it'll tell you, and your recovery. So it gives you your recovery and your strain. And so if I had a great night's sleep and I haven't worked out, I'll be, let's say, at 90% recovery. And then as I work out, I'll build strain. So you want to have a good, healthy balance between your strain and your recovery. And then if you don't get sleep, your recovery will be low. And then it'll tell you your performance to work out. It's insane. So it's so funny that you're saying that because I've been texting David pictures of my Whoop. I'll send you screenshots too, so you can see the difference. But I would love it. I'll send it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I love it. And let me tell you something. It has been spot on. Like I've been feeling under the weather the last couple of days, and it says, you need more recovery, or it'll tell you try. So when I bike ride the way I did today, that I did the 30 miles, my strain will be, so I think the max is 21 or 22. Today, my strain was 19. And so there'll be days where it tells me your max strain needs to be 10 or whatever. And I'll know if my recovery is low or if my recovery is high, it'll tell you. And then you can also adjust your schedule, your sleep schedule. You put it, do you want to perform tomorrow? Do you want to peak, or do you want to get by? And then based off of, if you just want to get by because you're not going to work out, you can just say, I want to get by. And it'll say, okay, this is, you need 5 hours of sleep. But if you want to peak tomorrow because you know that you're training for something, you need 9 hours worth of sleep. It's like super insane. So we just nerded out on
that's getting really nutty. Yeah,
I'll send you pictures.
Has your activity. For me, it's more the actually staying active rather than too active. So yeah, I was definitely way too lazy today. I have the red buzz in there that tells me I didn't do enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
We have readiness. What in the Oura Ring, it's called the readiness, where it looks at the heart rate.
What did I say, Lewis? Did I say
HRV
something
balance.
wrong? Lewis is laughing at me because I guess maybe I didn't say of.
Oh, your whoop.
My whoop. Shut up, Lewis. Thanks.
You're whooping people.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Evie. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, David. It's like honestly, I have the Samsung Watch. I love my Samsung Watch, but it also gotten way too much, way too busy. I constantly that notification.
Yes.
I haven't worn that thing since I got my ring.
Yeah.
It tracks everything. It pays attention to everything. This thing literally just leaves in my hand when I shower to charge.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my normal watch again. It's like, it's just simple. It's easy. It's there.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm gonna look into it because I was, like I said, I've seen it and I thought about it, but this was probably like a year ago. And then the reason why I went with the Whoop band was because a lot of cyclists use it. So when I started doing research with the bike and I started looking, a lot of them were talking about the recovery and how when they need to like race a race, they go through it. And I was like, all right. And then Whoop, what made me really get the Whoop band was that they give you a free month for free, the band and the month for free for 30 days, and you can return it. So I was like, all right, I think I paid like $15. You have to pay for the service, but like I've already had it for a month. I will absolutely continue to pay for the service because it has hands down helped me keep track and like get active and stuff like that. Anyway. Okay, so David is saying, so I was telling David because we were talking because we like compete with each other with the fitness with the Apple Watch and challenges.
No, never.
So, I do.
No.
I do. Yes. So David is saying he got his Ren Pro and he'll measure the guns this week because David started doing CrossFit. And so with CrossFit, a lot of it is you use your body with your, against yourself. And then you do like weight training and stuff. And so when I started really like getting healthy again 2 years ago, I started with CrossFit. And with CrossFit, because it's so intensive with like weightlifting, I was gaining weight and I was miserable. And then I was talking to my coaches and they were like, no, dummy, you need to do your body measurements.
Because muscle is heavier
than fat. Right. And so then for me, I got into the habit. And so what he's talking about, that Ren Pro, they have all right, Mike is saying he'll be back in 2 minutes. Hopefully we'll still be here nerding out on health stuff. But the Ren Pro, so I have the Ren Pro scale. I got it from Amazon. It's like $20 and it gives you your BMI. It gives you like a whole bunch of stuff on the scale. And then they also have a digital measuring tape that it locks in. And so you can measure yourself and it's all in an app. So you can put what you want. Yeah, measure the guns. Yeah, baby. I can't
keep up with you.
But there you go.
Wait to show
measure
me
the gun.
I'm like, really?
But it's good because especially, and that's what I told him because he had mentioned that to me. He was like, I feel like I've hit a plateau. And I said, if you're still doing CrossFit, you probably haven't hit a plateau. You're probably now just all toning in. And so you're probably losing, inches throughout your body, but you're bulking up and you're turning it into muscle. So that's why he's saying he got the Ren Pro. So that's exciting.
I'm getting in trouble.
Why?
I have to.
Your dog?
Because Bailey hasn't gotten dinner yet. And we are.
Yes.
So give me just 1 second. Feed the dog so he doesn't bug us, but I'm here.
Go feed the dogs. Yes. All right. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I use. I'm like all for, so wherever it is, right? Like whether it's tech stuff with well, it's all tech stuff, but whether it's with content creation, whether it's at work with the numbers and stuff, I am a huge statistics person. I like to see all of the numbers and statistics in an app or on paper or something like that. I'm all for baselines, like with my bike, right? Like I immediately went and got a cadence sensor and I got a speed sensor because I wanted to start tracking from the very beginning with a baseline of, okay, how long will it take me to do my first? Did you feed Bailey that quick? That was, what did you do?
Bowl.
Just take the can?
I even took the bowl out of the dishwasher.
That was quick, Evie.
But
I was just saying, with statistics and numbers, I love, like setting baselines and just tracking it. And exactly what you said, how do you measure something if you don't have the numbers? So even with like my bike, immediately, maybe within the first month with the bike, I went and I bought a speed sensor and a cadence sensor so that I can track what's my average miles per hour, what's my average cadence. And I'll tell you, it would take, in an hour, I could only do a mile. Now in an hour, I can do, not a mile, why did I say that? 9 miles. In an hour, I can do 9 miles. And today I booked in 15 miles in an hour and 20 minutes. And my average speed, I think my average speed was like 7 miles an hour when I first got the bike. And now today, my average speed was like 13.1. So having those numbers, like I like geek out having all of those numbers and stuff like that. So hit the button in his, right? Like he's saying that you hit the button and it automated in the kitchen. The robots are now working. That's all she did, right?
I might even have run to the bathroom really fast too. So I did
Shut
not
up,
just
Evie.
feed the dog.
Shut up, you did not. Hey, Sean, what's going on? That is efficiency, right?
Efficiency.
This is coming from the efficiency queen.
I'm also not the fancy one that has a 3-level house. I have a 700 square foot apartment in San Diego. It's like
whatever. That would take me longer.
There.
Yeah, that would take me longer because I'd have to go from the basement upstairs to the kitchen. Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
I'm like, everything is just a couple of steps away.
But that's it, I guess. Yeah, we're good. Anything else you want to add? It was a good show tonight. Why you say holy fuck? David, what's the holy fuck for?
Oh, because I went to the bathroom too.
Oh. Don't believe Evie.
I don't need as long. Like, efficiency. Let's get this stuff done. So you're gonna do Ladies' Night regularly every Saturday again?
I am. Yeah, I'm getting back into it. I might have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm toying with just the time between. I usually do it at 8. Today I did it at 8:15. Thank God. So it's gonna be anywhere from 8 to 8:30. But yeah, I'm still gonna keep this Saturdays. It works really well, I guess, because everybody's for the most part hanging out at home or whatever.
That's why I was laughing when you were talking. You just saw that. Yes, I do.
I can't. You're so stupid, David. Why? Like.
Yes, I do. Oh God.
The community, right? Our community.
I love you guys.
Mike is saying fascinating. How was the bracelet? Got to look at it. I love the bracelet, the Whoop bracelet. I love, and then you can customize it with different bands, and then like different. So you can customize the colors. You can customize like the little metal part. Super customizable. So why do we sound boring?
I never wanted to do, like, I don't care, the Fitbit or whatever kind of sports band, because I also want to wear a watch. I don't want to run around with no.
You don't want to have one on each hand? I'm used to it.
If I have one on each hand, I'm going to be tied to something.
So you know how what I first started, and I said, I always do this. Okay, we're going to wrap up. And then
She did not go for that one.
No, I didn't. What did you say? What? I missed it.
I said if I have one on each arm, I'm going to be tied to something. Girl, we gotta get you out more. I'm like, really? That just went like...
That did just go, but it's all right, whatever. Whatever. I started wearing the fitness band, and I've always loved watches. So I've always worn watches even before smartwatches. And then I've had, because I switch between Android and iPhone, so I've either had the Galaxy Watch or the Apple phone, the Apple Watch. But I started wearing fitness bands back when Jawbone. I don't know if you remember. There was,
Yes.
so it was, they were. I love the Jawbone, right? I was really sad that they went out of business because I think that they did it so much better than Fitbit. I was so mad that Fitbit took them out. See, clearly you share the same. I loved, and because it was also very sleek.
Freaking amazing.
Right? And I thought they tracked everything. I
had one of the first one, and I think I had the third one. Or
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Love those. Love those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I had, and it was really slim, right? I loved how it vibrated to let you know. See, we need to not have now.
No, I was just reading the comment. I wasn't even. Maybe I should have been drinking tonight.
Probably, yeah. Clearly, look, now everybody's laughing. I have to read in between. Clearly, I'm all here trying to be all entertaining and whatever.
We need to send India to NLP training so she can better understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, guys. Coño. All right. But yes,
you know, if I stop giving you shit, you know you're in trouble. So just enjoy it.
Yes, look at David is like, oh, yes, it's late. Whatever, y'all. Okay.
You knew what you signed up for when you invited me.
Of course, all the time.
You're talking to a single lady in San Diego
look at Paul.
Up.
Now Paul is like, you're tied up in the detail. That was good. Okay. Whatever,
We
y'all.
weren't even that detailed yet, though.
Hey, look at David doing the indie impression. Hey. I saw that comment earlier. Whatever, y'all. But yeah, I started with the Fitbit. I mean, the Jawbone. I was very upset when they went out of business. And then I enter entertainment. Listen, y'all.
I should not be looking at the comments when
look at everybody is dying.
That entertainment, that's a good. I need to keep that one.
All right,
I
guys.
needed this.
I can't.
I needed this. My neighbor was just
I'm glad.
bitching earlier, so I
Listen,
needed this.
you guys know this is why you guys all tune in, because we come on to ladies' night and it's always a good time. We learn stuff, we inform each other. Listen, this is what I try to get when I do ladies' night. We have a good time. It's not all stuck up and but whatever. Tonight it was a little bit at my expense. What?
Book club is a real thing.
Book club. Right. The way you started earlier when you said, and David caught it. David said, what's that code for, your book club guy? Whatever.
It's literally marked book club in my calendar. I needed to make it easy for my girls. They couldn't follow up what the hell I was talking about.
We could share stories, Paul. What happened?
Wish.
Well, tonight wait, look at David says, how do I join the book club? Well, alrighty then.
That was Tinder, I think.
Why do I not? I needed to have my Stream Deck here for at least some sort of sound effects. And I did say that I wanted to put the Stream Deck on the phone. I just didn't have enough time to make the mobile app. I got to do that for when I go mobile. I can't.
Stream Deck.
Well.
And David, women have needs too. Even when they build an empire.
Didn't I say at the start of the show it was going to be spicy? You did. Oh, Steve, I was going to text you.
Yeah, but you were changing your travels.
Steve, I was going to text you. So Steve sent me a housewarming gift. And I was really stressed out because I left on Thursday night and it was supposed to come on Thursday, and they steal packages at my house. You guys have to tell me. You can't just send stuff willy-nilly because it's a real thing. They've stolen 2 packages from the front of my house. So thank God he sent me the tracking number and it was supposed to come. It didn't come. And it came on Friday, And thank God that like on my side, my surrounding neighbors are all really nice. And I was watching it with my cameras and I was like, oh my God, I hope my neighbors pick up the package. Cause Steve is like, how do I tell him if they stealed my package? And so my neighbors have the package and I'm not going to be home because I'm hanging out at Angie's house for like 2 weeks. So it's safe. And I will tell you what I think about it when I get home in 2 weeks. I just wanted to give you an update, but thank you. Yes. All right. What are you guys saying? Listen, it's supposed to be a hurricane out here. Did you guys see the light flicker or was that me? I'm like, we about to like end the show.
It looked like there is a street and cars are driving by. That's what it looked
there,
like
well,
to
yes,
me.
there is. There's a big window back here and there are cars that are driving by. But it's supposed to be a hurricane in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. And Connecticut is like, they're talking about like power outages was the news. Anyway.
I'm staying in San Diego.
You've had your stream deck for 2 weeks and you're absolutely in love with it. Lewis, you got to sign up for the class.
Which one did you get?
Yeah.
Which one did you get? The big one or the small one? And I want one too. No,
you got the 15? You got the 15? No, you want one. You haven't gotten one because you said, yeah. Is there an application process to be a member of his book club? I can't. Listen, what is happening here?
Girl, to be honest, I got myself a good one for that. I've tried something that I hadn't done before. So I cannot complain. He listens, he does what he's supposed to do, and then he leaves again. So perfect.
Okay. Wait, what? Get the big one.
As long as Gigi
I don't listen. I'm not these comments. I know like they're just all flowing in.
The big stream deck, not the other
Mike.
big one. It's stream deck.
How do we sign up for your class? I was looking. I'm actually going to do it this weekend, Evie. I'm going to change everything. Not Evie, Gigi. I always confuse you two with the names. I'm actually going to change up my buy me.
We are too hot, gorgeous, and smart.
You are, absolutely. I'm actually going to change my buy me a coffee cup to page tomorrow, and I'm going to have the dates and everything.
Buy me a coffee cup.
Coffee cup. I did say coffee cup. But I'm going to change it tomorrow. So, and I'll put the post in Let's Get Live, but I'm going to put everything up mañana. Talking about the stream deck. Paul, I know you were talking about the stream deck, but at the timing of when you put that comment in, so
sizing matters.
Right, exactly. It was like, oh my God.
Sizing does matter.
So Lewis got the 15 keys, the second one, the one that you can customize the plates for. And David is saying, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to, and I just have to see, hopefully, I'm going to give away a stream deck to one of my classes. So, in one of my classes. Yeah. So you have to sign up for the master class. I got to see, it's either the 15 key. I'm trying to see if I can give away the extra large, but I'm definitely going to give away a stream deck. So, so Evie, now you have to sign up because you might get,
Yeah, but then if I win it, now suddenly I'm going to have at least 9 people bashing me that it was preemptive. That one. Yes, I am close. That was too big an English word for me.
That's okay. I got you. I am close to 1,000 subs, and I have like another 22,000 hours, so the live streams help. And I keep saying we're going to end it. Let me tell you something. For those of you guys, so
India Delgado always needs to say we will end it at least 10 times before she really considers it. So
absolutely.
Nobody is listening when you say we're going to end.
I know, that's true.
You do realize
no one
that,
listens
right?
to me. That is true. Live streaming absolutely helps you get monetized more quickly.
Yes.
For the 4,000 hours because, go ahead. Okay. Say it.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Say it. What?
I'm excited, and we have at least a whole bunch of more live streamers in the audience. I need your feedback, guys. I need your feedback.
Okay.
I'm
all
sitting
right.
straight
Let's
again,
do it.
so the
Come
desk
on.
needs
All
to
right.
go up.
Let's do it.
So, girl over here.
What? Why, Paul? Why?
Oh, Paul, I love you. So, girl over here had a brainstorming.
Okay.
I am doing a live stream, my Click Up Unplugged on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. Some of you already know I'm actually combining that with my office hours, so that's happening. It's an hour-long stream. I am answering questions. Now, I came across, I don't even know how I ended up on that video. Came across Sean Cannell's video when he is talking about Dave Ramsey. So Dave Ramsey is one of the money guys. Yep. And I promise I'll get to a point here in just a second.
It's okay.
Dave Ramsey is a money guy. He has multiple channels, but we're only looking at 2 at this point. He has one channel where he's doing his live show, meaning 2 hours every single day he's going live on that channel.
Right.
What they are then doing is they are taking specific questions and snippets out of that and putting that on his main channel, on the big channel, because people don't want to watch 2 hours of live show.
Right.
Totally get
correct.
it.
That is correct.
Now, my brain is going, fuck yeah, that is my solution of getting more content onto my YouTube channel.
Right.
But my recorded videos are, I would say, highly produced. They are nicely done. I have my team editing that because I freaking hate editing YouTube videos in general. I know it. I can do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Now, the live show doesn't matter. I am going sometimes without makeup. I am sometimes just in a ball cap, whatever. We are drinking, we are having fun on the live show.
Right.
So now my thinking was going into this, okay, if I pull snippets out of it, not a big deal. We have Descript, we can fast edit. I don't have the budget to give it to my YouTube guys at this one.
Yeah.
David, really? You're going to leave us
He said
now?
he has a date. So go get ready for your date.
Ooh,
don't be late.
You have fun. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. Does it make sense? And this is where I would love feedback from you guys. Does it make sense? I am thinking about doing Quick Question Saturday, meaning I'm really just pulling snippets out of those live shows.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my wording that I came up with earlier. Grabbing snippets out of that live show to answer one specific question. So, for example, when we went live yesterday, somebody asks, using ClickUp to run your small agency, what kind of structure and stuff? That question comes up all the time. I easily could pull that out.
Yeah.
But again, the editing and me is not going to be as fancy as my highly produced videos.
Right.
So I was thinking about taking it in the route and pre-framing it as Quick Question Saturday, where Evie answers your questions in 5 minutes or less. Want your question answered? Join us for office hours live on the channel every Thursday at 4. Does that make sense? And does that pre-frame it enough so people are not like, oh, but that video looks fancier?
I don't.
Because it's going to be a scheduled video.
We'll ask people in the comments. I don't think so. I think if you're doing it so you pull it, as long as, so for me, what I'm thinking is if you do it like, right, taking advantage of Ecamm, you pull the comment up so they see where it's coming from, right? So you make sure the comments come up. It looks good on size. If you can get the person's thumbnail, right, where it's coming from, and then you're answering it, I don't see why not. I think that that's a really good idea. I like that idea. I think that that's a really good idea. And then I personally think it'll make people want to see, if they don't know who you are already, find out more about you and then just switch back and forth between the two. I like that.
Yeah,
Listen, so one of the biking shows, so the biking channel that I follow, it's GCN, Global Cycling Network. They do something very similar. So Global Cycling Network, and they have like maybe 5 or 6 professional cyclists that are on the team in the YouTube channel. So they'll go out and they'll do how-tos, or they'll do bike advice on the bike in the field. Mm-hmm. Then they come in and they have a talk show, and they'll be like side by side in the talk show. Then they also have, very similar to what you're saying, people, they have an app, and so people will put their comments either in the chat or in the app. And then one of the cyclists, the pro cyclist, will bring it up. They'll like copy and paste it, so not using Ecamm. But that's a whole show. It's a 10-minute show. I'll send you the link, and I watch that.
I would love to.
So what they do is that they'll use, like, I guess I watched just one yesterday because it was like asking about the type of upgrading their wheels, what they should do first. And so that's what they named that particular episode. The question itself was the name of the episode.
Exactly.
And that made me click on it, and I watched the whole thing. So
because when
it's
you,
a great
when you look
idea.
at live shows, I'm like, even our live show, we talk about so much. I go into my ClickUp Unplugged completely unscripted. There is no plan. If nobody shows up, which I am fairly lucky that people show up and post their questions, I'm talking about the releases. We're just having fun. I'm like,
Right.
literally, you get to see what I drink that night. And yesterday it was peach Bellini.
Yeah.
So we are having fun with this.
Right.
But again, we
Right.
had 3, 4, 5 different questions. I
Right.
cannot SEO the shit out of that for YouTube.
Right. Right.
So pulling that out and delivering the answer fast. I'm like, I went in yesterday and did the chapters really fast so that
Yeah.
people can find that question.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm like, this morning watching Sean's video, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I think about that?
Yeah. I'll send you the particular one that I watched yesterday. And like I said, it made me watch the whole 10 minutes. And it literally was just him in front of the laptop, like looking at the comments, him in front of the laptop. He did have the questions, the 10 questions or 8 questions. He did have them already pre-chosen. They put it on the screen. And then he literally just answered. And it's bike advice or like upgrade advice and stuff like that. Yeah. But of the, let's say he had 8 questions, I think 6 of them, I was like, oh, I learned throughout the 6 of those questions, and I watched the whole video from beginning to end. And I was like, "This." So it sounds like that's exactly what you're saying, and I didn't judge it because it is very different from when they go out and they're polished outside video or their review or their bicycles. I understand that it's a different thing. I value that channel because I can get so much from different types of things. So I think it's really, really good.
Okay.
All right.
Because,
all right, so
it popped in my head because you said getting the view time in and everything. We all know there's pretty much only 2 YouTubers talking about ClickUp, and I am determined to catch up with her. So
all right, get it. No, I think that's really good. I'll send you the video just so you can see what it looks like and stuff like that and compare.
Some ideas.
I'll send it. Yeah. Yep, I'll send it to you, and then you can check out their page and see the different types of content just so you can see. But that's it. We're gonna wrap it up for now. We're gonna be good.
That's what she said.
Oh, come on.
I can't to go there.
And I'm not, and I want you to know I have a response, and I'm not even, I can't. I'm gonna text you my response because we're close enough. I'll text you but I'm too shy to even say my response. I can't. Not
I
here.
love how she starts turning red.
No, goodbye. No. All right, y'all. We are ending it. Whatever. Look.
See? I told you. That's what she said.
We're finishing.
Now she's really hanging up just to show us.
All right, y'all. I will catch you guys next week. Be sure to check out my Buy Me a Coffee page. I'm going to update the post for the Stream Deck Masterclass coming up the week after Labor Day. Thank you to my special guest, Ask Evie Heimann. You can catch her on buymeacoffee.com/askevie. I put all of her contact information in the description of the video, so make sure you show her some love, and also make sure that you reach out to Gigi. We're gonna have Gigi on because you need to get trademarked. If you are not yet trademarked, make sure you get trademarked, and we are gonna call it a wrap. Peace out, y'all. Good night.